It's day 5. Having trouble keeping track of the days. They are all the same. And I feel like they aren't like leading to anything different. So, I exercised again today and it was a bit much. I'm so unbelievably sore. My calves are so tight. My left quad is also very tight. And like, that's all great and good, but I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off. You're not meant to do that, but like, Jillian is a special kind of girl. Instead, I'm going to do big cleaning behind my fridge and stove. Also in devastating news, guys. My dad and I watched a movie today via FaceTime, and I screen recorded it, and I couldn't upload any of it. It's so sad. So you missed all of that goodness. But we watched the movie The Net, which is currently on Netflix, and I really encourage you all to watch it and just really revel in the glory of the like self-fulfilling prophecy of mid-90s technology as seen today. And it is so cheesy and tacky, but really projects toward the future of us as humans. So anyway, my cleaning thing today, I didn't do because I'm so tired. So tired from this stupid exercise. She's all like, if you want to do a 20-minute exercise and see results, you gotta push. And I'm like, I'm pushing. And then I end up with this. So, Jillian, one of the things I have on my cleaning list is to go through these boxes in my closet, which are things that I don't have space to display necessarily, but things I want to keep, because if and when I ever buy a house, I will be displaying them. Oh, Carly, look! This is a grad picture of me and my best friend Carly. We are 18 years old in this. Ooh, guys, the styling of my graduation outfit, it was thorough and it was researched, and I was watching a lot of what not to wear at the time, and so it was highly informed by Stacy London. Oh, I have this container of pins, which are so beautiful. They're from my grandmother, and I actually feel like I might have stolen them. This really beautiful gold flower. This sort of cameo pin with, I don't know, beauty bloggers always do this, but it's just focusing on my hand. Some of these are just so nice, and I do not think I will ever wear them, but I will not be getting rid of them. Okay, my grandmother's name was Helen, and this pin has an H on it. And it's like cross-stitched, seemingly. Oh, it's so cool and cute. Okay, so I really loved magnets. I have all of these magnets. This Snooki magnet is actually from Susie. I didn't bring these out. I used to make magnets out of pins that I got. So I got these really cool pins from literary pins from Jeffrey Brown, who's an illustrator and author. Here's Anakin Wing's Best Pilot. That's cute. Okay, so this was something I bought when I was like 22, and I absolutely had to have it. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send these out to people. How many stamps do I have right now? Can I get more stamps? Anyway, this is Paris versus New York. So it has the Paris and the New York version of everything. So like this one says winter for New York and hiver for Paris. This one says hipster for New York and bobo for Paris. Isn't that fun? Okay, so everybody send me their addresses, and I'm going to write you a Paris versus New York postcard. Cute. Oh no, Michelle, look. This is a Terralog Technologies Inc. cup that Michelle gave me when how early in your tenure there did you give me this? Pretty early, I think. It has a lot of crappy pencils and pens in it that I do not know what to do with, but this carved pencil with a flower on top, how cute is that? Oh my gosh. Why isn't this out? Okay, so this is, it's actually so sad. This is my childhood piggy bank, but you can see that he's all cracked up because I don't know when, but I think when I moved out in 2014, I dropped him and I was like, nope, no. And so I sat down and I put him back together with super glue and tenacity. Oh, I have this. Oh, this is so great. When we moved away from Portland, my aunt made me this photo album of us before our move. Auntie Judy, pictures are a way of capturing the past and remembering all the fun times you've shared with relatives and friends. These are just a few to help keep the memory and Auntie Judy alive for many years. I'll miss you. I don't know what this says. Ah, cute, 1993. These are pom-poms. My dad and I are big, nominally, we're not great at practicing it, but we're big Oregon State Beavers fans. We don't watch a lot of games is what I mean, particularly football. But he gave me these after a trip to Portland, and I could not bring myself to get rid of them because my dad gave them to me. But I think I'm probably gonna have to. Let's get real. Oh, a legit set of jacks, metal jacks. I was at Carly's metal jacks. I used to actually have these out because I liked the vintage look of the case. So Carly, do your girls want metal jacks? You will probably step on them and you will probably then throw them away. So, you know, think about that. And this picture from Paisley, does it have a year on it? No, I'm sure she was only 1 though. I framed it because I had a frame. I believe I know what's in here. Yeah. Okay, Beth, we were just talking about this. The Friendship Ring series. I discovered these books about these 5 or 6, I don't know, 4 friends. Zoe, Morgan, Olivia, and CJ. And they all bought friendship rings at their, like, I don't know, everything store. Another copy of the... I have 2 favorite books. This is one of them, and I have 5 or 6 copies on my shelf right now because I find them constantly in used bookstores, and I feel like if people are getting rid of them, they don't, like, the world does not deserve to have this. Nobody will appreciate this book as much as I do, so I'm going to have all the copies. Put that one on the shelf. A super vintagey copy of Charlotte's Web. I also have that already. I have a lot of good books. I maintain that I have excellent taste in child and young adult literature. And the books that I liked as a child and adolescent, I've reread a bunch of them and they're good because I knew what was up. Anyway, this series of books is so fluffy and so relatable, and like, I did not experience this. I did not relate to it, but I could imagine, I could empathize with what was happening to them. And I always thought that if I lived in a bigger center, this would be my experience. And I have no way of saying that. Looking at myself as an adult, I have no idea. In here is another series. Oh, no. Animal Farm. This book changed my life. I think I read it in 11th grade English. My friggin' awesome teacher, Mr. Stryker, took us through this book in the most cogent way you could possibly imagine. And I understood the narrative of the Russian Revolution so thoroughly, to the point that I was like, communism might be it. And became a very big fan of Karl Marx, which, you know, again, remains to this day. So there's another series in here. Now, I, as a child, like a learning to read kind of child, I was impatient and I wanted to read now. I didn't want to, I didn't want to learn to read. I just wanted to read. And so it took me a long time to like get to the point where I could read books with this size of type. And this series, the Mandy series, was the one that did it. And it is from Bethany House Publishers, which is a Christian publishing house out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, as all of them are for some reason. Wholesome, entertaining reading for young readers. Okay, I'm just gonna read you the premise of this book. Mandy Shaw, almost a teenager, is certain God no longer loves her as she watches her father be lowered into his grave. Mandy's move into a neighbor family's home when her mother remarries does not soften her grief. Her only comfort is the promise from her father's faithful Cherokee friend, Uncle Ned, to watch out for her and be a friend. And not long into this is introduced a character named Joe, who is literally her future husband the entire series. It's the best. And they're like pretty open about acknowledging that they love each other and are going to get married, which when I was a child, okay, this book, Tree Grows in Brooklyn, this should be my favorite book because it is amazing. And I wanted to read this book, and our librarian, our school librarian, Mrs. Burns, was like, Hannah, that book is falling apart. And I was like, I don't care, I'm just going to take it. And then she was like, why don't you just keep it? And so it is held together with a rubber band because it's literally like all of the, Beth, what are these called? The little sections of the book are not in it anymore. This book is unbelievable. It's a slow burn. It is a Bildungsroman, which is a coming of age story. It's told over a long period of time, but the character development, oh man. Ugh. It's by the author Betty Smith, which is the most purely American name I can possibly think of, except maybe like Elizabeth Smith. So yeah, guys, fun boxes. Definitely didn't get rid of enough to pare down much, but I'm actually really happy that this box of books is so rockin' because I am never sad to have more books to keep and think toward future display. So anyway, that is going to be all for tonight because I still want to have some dessert and watch some of The Looming Tower, which is a political drama on Amazon Prime that I can almost guarantee no one else is interested in. All right, have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.